We are zooming straight into the perfect black void of an event horizon. When we look deep into the night sky, we inevitably find these black holes, the ultimate cosmic vacuum cleaners. These objects act as inescapable traps. Any matter, light, or even space and time that crosses their threshold is pulled inward and crushed into a singular point, never to return. That creates a rather bleak baseline for reality. If these gravitational traps continue swallowing stars and galaxies, we live in a universe that is slowly winding down, destined to fade completely to black. If black holes dictate our ultimate future, our universe's story ends as a finite, irreversible tragedy. But these massive objects operate under strict mathematical rules, specifically the equations of gravity and general relativity. This illustrates time symmetry. On the left, a shape falls down. The math balances perfectly. On the right, it falls up in reverse, with identical valid equations. Physics ignores time's direction. We experience time forward, but mathematically, events run backward just as naturally. So if the equations hold up in reverse, what happens when we take the complex math of a supermassive black hole and hit rewind? The math produces a perfect theoretical mirror, the white hole. This diagram shows exactly how they differ. On the left, a black hole's event horizon traps everything. On the right, a white hole's boundary repels everything. Instead of a drain, the singularity violently blasts matter and light out into space. The math supports it flawlessly. Yet, despite decades of scanning, we've never observed a white hole. This leaves us with two options. Either white holes are mathematical phantoms, or we have been staring directly at one without realizing it. Let's check our astronomical records. We need to see if anything matches the precise signature of a white hole. The parameters are highly specific. We need an unimaginable volume of matter and energy, spontaneously erupting from an infinitely dense point. There is exactly one event that perfectly fits that description: the Big Bang. Theoretical physicists argue the Big Bang was the massive eruption of a supermassive white hole. We have been living inside the elusive white hole all along. It is the origin point for every atom in our history. If the Big Bang was a white hole, then our entire universe was born from the inside of one. Geometry suggests a physical connection at the base of every singularity. A black hole's gravity well pinches tightly, connecting via a narrow throat to an inverted, outward expanding white hole. This bridge forces matter through the singularity out into an entirely separate dimension. Apply that logic to reality. Every single black hole floating in our night sky could be the seed generating a brand new universe. The most terrifying, destructive objects we know of operate as cosmic printing presses. This cosmic architecture leads us back to optimistic nihilism. If our reality is just one iteration in a chain of universes, we have to look at our significance through a new lens. Our personal future remains finite. Our sun will die, and our stars will eventually fall into the dark, leaving us as a tiny, forgotten footnote in a cold void. Yet this map reveals a reality that cannot be extinguished. In an infinite, self-replicating loop, the destruction of one world provides the foundation for the next. Existence itself becomes an eternal heartbeat. Realizing we are temporary isn't a burden when we see that a violent death in our sky is the spark of creation somewhere else. We explore the edges of reality to understand our place in this beautiful cycle. To keep exploring the multiverse with us, subscribe to the channel.